So I watched Tom's video last night about how do you capture Zeitgeist, and this is my thoughts, and I hope, Tom, that you like them. And what image would I use to capture Zeitgeist? Well, for everyone out there who's a PC user, I would say press the function key, which is usually on the bottom left of your keyboard, and then press the print screen key, which is PRT SC usually, and usually on the top right of the keyboard. And right there you have an image that I think, if you go and sort of open Paint or whatever it is on your PC running Windows, then and sort of paste that in there, you've got an image that for me captures something of the zeitgeist of right now. And why is that? Well, I think if you've managed to do that, you've shown a level of technical competency, or at least are willing to learn and follow my rather bad instructions there. And I think that sums up something about the sort of society we live in, where a lot of science and technology is being developed very much on a because we can basis, but a lot of us out there are very prepared and willing to sort of adapt or adopt or assimilate those advances into our daily lives. And so the lives we live today and what we do with the technology we have is vastly different than it was even 10-15 years ago. When you think about all the mobile communications and how we use stuff, how we use YouTube and things like that, very, very different. And we've grabbed hold of a whole load of things, and we've learnt new skills, and we've learnt to apply ourselves in different ways. And so the very fact that you've captured your image by doing a bit of print screen there is something of that. I think YouTube, the fact that the image you've captured is of YouTube, and YouTube is okay, it's a video sharing site, but it's also something of a social networking site, and that's part of our desire, partly to show how connected we are, to have this kind of almost real-time connection with people around us. And perhaps Twitter's an even more extreme example of that. But also it kind of demonstrates to us just how interconnected the world is. In a broader sense, we talk about globalization, we talk about the global village, things like that, and the fact that what goes on in our country affects things in other countries, that what happens there affects things here, wherever the here and there's are in that. Everything is so connected, and perhaps social networking is one way that we've kind of almost graphed that out and demonstrated that to ourselves. And so I think that's something that kind of shows something of where things are at today. And I guess the other thing is that YouTube is part of user-generated content, and I think this would be my last point, that we all have an opinion today, and we all feel the right to express that opinion, and maybe in a way that's different than we would have done in the past. Not to say that we never had opinions in the past, but I think maybe there's a little bit more of every man for himself. Every person can decide what they want to believe, how they want to live their life, how they want to express that. And I think YouTube, with its sort of broadcast yourself, and the whole kind of video blogging, and the fact that I can stand here and make this response, is something to do with all of that. And so in your image that you've captured, yes, it shows a technical competency, yes, it shows something of us kind of graphing how we all fit together in society, but it also shows that we all want to have our own place. We all want to say, well, this is who I am, this is what I believe, and we want to be distinct in that respect. And so I think right there in your simple image that you've captured yourself, you've got all those things which for me sum up something of what the zeitgeist is today. So there you go, Tom. I hope that was good, and I haven't made a schoolboy error in any of my reasoning there, but if I have, be sure to let me know. Thanks for watching.